fucking use? Whose else's games does that? Like, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care about summertime.
Hey Noah, I'm taking sign-ups for seasonal championships. Just wondering, you don't mind if it's a bit wet out there, do you?
And yes, this is Forza Horizon 5. The Xbox Series X. I am going to be upgrading a chip to, which you'll see, kind of will make a short about what I'm talking about. This is not my account. It's my dad's account. Yes. This is not my Xbox. So it says he gave it to me for my birthday. So shout out to him. Even though he doesn't have a YouTube account. Shout out to him. I have my cheeks on. It's like 3 in the morning, so look at this somewhere. Making a YouTube video, surprisingly. Don't worry about that disconnecting. Gonna do my phone. I'm making a YouTube video. Earlier, I shouted out to you. I shout out to you. So, I can help you make videos to it. Should you like that or like this? I mean, yeah, it shows the interior more. I'm also gonna do a crown. Well, I'm gonna do it like that, but I'm gonna. And the title now. Popping off though because I was cheap. And I had person pretty light. And it was fast. Wait, why am I doing that? I could just. I guess I could put on race. I'm gonna do like a. I think I'm gonna do like a baby blue. Oh. I'm sorry if that happened, like controller breaking. Baby blue. That's not baby blue. Where's my baby blue at? Feels like something like it was that with. I'm gonna put the rims a different color than what it was. So I'll put it to that. And the caliber. Blue. Oh my god. Now that that one is done, we can go to a Nikon. The one that was in the video is Audi. Hold up, let me. Okay, Audi. What type of Audi was it though? I think it was a. It was a BMW looking one. I thought it was BMW for a second. Wait, I have a rally suspension? I think it had Normal test. Don't know. It sounded fast, which it could have been this. I'll tell you how to make it sound fast, and it's not fast. It sounds really creepy right now. Now it doesn't. Like hell. It doesn't. I just upgraded. Okay. And there's like a black, yeah. And I'll show you the video I'm talking about. I can also do a shout out to him. I could do a shout out to him. Oh, I am not.
In this video, we're going to be doing something that isn't real.
See you guys early in the morning.
Right now, Sub Club members can get a foot long for $6.99 in the Subway.
I'll keep this
Yeah,
playing.
the Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Thanks to Purdue Global, I got my literal dream job.
Getting a degree backed by the power of Purdue. Hey,
But going to class from wherever.
whenever.
This is my comeback. Start yours today at purdueglobal.edu.
We're going to be doing something that isn't really a great idea and could be harmful, but we're going to do it anyways. This is my emergency generator, which consists of this building here and the generator and all other associated systems inside the building. And this is my fire alarm system. In addition to the regular fire alarm pull stations that you would see on the system, I also have one that is not like the rest, and that is this yellow one here. This is a generator emergency stop pull station that, just like the rest of them, is part of this fire alarm system. However, it's not serving the function of activating audio-visual devices. It is here purely for the use of shutting down the generator in an emergency, and it only should be used in an emergency for the exception of testing, but we've never quite done a test like we're going to do today. This isn't the only part of the fire alarm system that shuts down the generator. Both this smoke detector and this heat detector, in addition to activating the audio-visual devices, just like any other part of the fire alarm system does, these are also programmed and zoned to do something a little special, which is to activate this generator shutdown relay, which is wired into the same box as the generator controller, which cuts the ignition to the generator. In the event that those devices activate, or the shutdown pull station is activated, serving this purpose of tripping that relay and being a manual way to shut the generator down. There may be a number of reasons you would want to do that. One of those reasons, there is some sort of problem in here, like a fire, and these two devices have yet to shut the generator down. It offers a way to manually do that. Or there could be some sort of other mechanical or electrical issue. For example, the building's ventilation isn't operating properly, and it's yet to hit the point that the generator shuts itself down. Or there could be a power problem where there's other unstable power or a under or over voltage issue, or any other number of possible reasons that we may want to quickly be able to shut the power down without having to actually enter the building and switch the breaker or ignition off. Now, we have tested this before to see if it will shut the generator down, which it did. However, we've never done that when the generator's actually been supplying power to the building, as it would be in a power outage. And that's the part where this is a little bit risky and not something you typically want to do, but we're going to do it anyways. Because there's lots of things that are risky and you probably shouldn't do, and most of the things that are fun are either expensive, illegal, or just not a good idea. But they're fun, so we do them anyway. So there's a couple different reasons that this isn't genuinely a good idea to do. And to start off with, the issue is shutting it down under load and the process of what happens with the power when it's being shut down and the RPM is gradually decreasing on the engine and the generator is still producing power, and it's not a clean cutoff like you would have when the transfer switch switches back over and then it shuts down later on. The issue is that the voltage can decrease, but there's load still trying to operate. So when that decreases, the amperage goes up and it can overload the generator and either trip overload protection or possibly be harmful to the actual generator's alternator and inverter in this case, and the whole system. It can also be harmful to the loads itself, which are now getting supplied in under voltage, and the frequency can in some cases change. Not sure if it would on this, being it's an inverter generator. It's just in general not something you want to do and something that you should avoid. But like I said, we're going to do it because, well, we haven't done it before and gotta see what happens, right? So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go into this garage building, go into our automatic transfer switch, pull our generator control fuse. That will cause a loss of power in that building and start the generator. When the generator is supplying power to the building and all the systems in there, we are going to abruptly stop the whole system by pulling the generator emergency shutdown and then seeing how this all plays out and hopefully not destroying things. Alright, let's get things started.
Alright, give Mom a second, okay? I know, we'll be home soon.
For Jess?
Yeah.
Here, let me get that.
Long flight?
Yeah.
Been there.
We didn't realize how bad our attic was. Hot rooms, cold spots, and rising energy bills. Energy Attic helped us find the right solution.
As a nurse, you know a lot about hard work, but what about safeguarding your career? Let's find out.
Alright, power's out and the generator's running as it should be. All our systems are working as they should and the generator's happily running. Inside the garage here, we've transferred over the generator power and all the lights and everything in here is kept going as it should be, just instead of on utility power, on generator power. That is until, oh no, the freaking generator building is on fire again and we're blowing smoke out. Well, I guess we gotta shut things down. It would appear that the generator is on fire. But the main thing is we've shut it down and we are now have the fire alarms going off with the power out. Now, this isn't exactly a situation you ever want to have, but this is what's happened and it is doing, all the systems are working the way they should. In the end, the generator shut down, and well, the fire alarm system also is doing its job with detecting the fire in the generator buildings. Now, this was not exactly what I was planning. I was just planning to replicate smoke coming out, but well, I guess we've tested more things. We don't know if anything's damaged, but as far as from a safety standpoint, everything worked out how it should. I'm going to restore power now, and we'll reset all our systems. I'm now going to reset this fire alarm system because I've now got things going crazy in the house, which wasn't really my plan here. Now, I haven't reset this, so this is going to go back into a generator supervisory and re-trigger our generator shutdown relay. That pulse station is monitored by this module here. And once that activates, that will also trip our generator shutdown, which is of course also triggered by the smoke and heat detector in here. So when this went off, well, we shut the, there we go. That shut back down. Now this would have been shut down by our pull station since the manual activation happened first before the smoke detection also was set off. However, at that point, we then had two different inputs into the fire alarm system, both of which zoned to that relay, essentially giving us two shutdown triggers. But of course we only have one relay to shut down, so from the generator standpoint, it just lost its ignition. So there's our e-stop, we can acknowledge that. Oh, let's reset all of this out here. This supervisory, I believe I have programmed as AR, or auto resetting, which is the same one as Notifier Systems tracking supervisory, where as soon as we restore this, this should go back to normal. That screwdriver doesn't fit. So we'll reopen our stop recover, which by the way, the siren on this, I pulled the battery out because the thing just went off randomly. I think it got water damage and it was just continuously screaming. So we can pull this half of the brake rod out from there. The other half is on the ground here, so that's done. We can flip this back, which we might hear that relay go back too. There you go. Might not have showed up on camera. We have our new brake rod, so we can push the handle back to its normal position, pull up on this little lift in here. This is